Good morning, everybody. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I've been very hectic this week. I just haven't had any time. Had an employee that needed a couple days off, so I've had to fill in for him. And just with a lot of things going on with the little one here, I have not had time to do hardly anything this week with the UFC. So I'm really sorry about that. Just trying to fix this camera a little bit. Sorry. But I just figured I would at least throw together something. I'm not gonna do a breakdown of every fight or anything like that. It's just gonna be a quick pick video here. So let's get started. I do have a couple fights I'm gonna mention just because I want to, but like this first one is Pierre Everett versus Rendon. This is a stay away from me. Pierre is 19 years old. She's 5-0, and she's going straight to the UFC. She's got a lot of potential, but she's only 19. So this is a stay away for me. It would either be probably Pereira knockout or Rendon decision. I mean, the line's pretty close. So I just wanted to touch base on that one there just because it does have, levels to this game written all over it, but then Rendon's not very good. So, if you want to take a shot on it, I would just do maybe Pereira by KO, but it's a stay away for me. The second one is very interesting. Reese versus Dumas. Dumas has a lot of legal problems going on. And I don't think Reese is very good. Though the one thing that's catching my eye is the over 1.5. Why is it a plus 115? Both of these fighters have gone to decision plenty of times, and if Reese loses, if Dumas loses, he probably does get knocked out. But he's also fighting for money. He needs money. He showed a picture of what's in his bank account, like $13. And I really think there's value on the over. We got over 1.5 at a plus 115, over 2.5 at a plus 250. And I've got one site that has fight to go the distance at a plus 350. I might just throw like a few bucks on the over 2.5. It's not like an official play or anything like that. It's just one of those ones where it's worth throwing a sprinkle on it, or if you want to throw it in a Hail Mary parlay or something like that, I might do that also. So that's the only thing I want to touch base on that one. Next one would be Suarez versus Lemos. This fight's a lot closer than a minus 450 in my opinion, but I still do like Suarez to get it done. I'm going to use her in a parlay piece. So I wanted to touch base on that really quick. And then I wanted to talk about this fight for a quick minute, only because Kevin Gastelum is fat. I mean, he weighed in at 191 pounds, 6 pounds overweight. He looks out of shape, and he looks like he don't care anymore. And I was worried about that coming into this. So a small little wager on Stoltzfus plus 190 isn't a bad look. I also like the over. So if you want to also take Stoltzfus plus 3.5, I don't mind that either. I am using the over as a parlay piece. I still think Gastelum probably gets it done, but it should be like a minus. He should be like a minus 140 or something like that now, or a minus 150, not a minus 250. And then we got we've got the last three fights to talk about. And the reason why I'm pulling those up is only because I like the significant strikes in all of them. I like them all to go over, and I like the significant strikes in all of them. And I will pull up some of my wagers at the end that I made on these. I got a significant strike parlay that I did. First one is Gordon versus Garcia. Garcia could try and wrestle, but if he doesn't have success, Gordon will get his significant strike prop, which is 64.5. I see it staying standing. I see it going all 3 rounds. The over is minus 330. So I like I do like Gordon over 64.5 significant strikes. I did not play it only because I got another one that I did play. And then in this next fight, we've got Font versus Martinez. I like significant strikes on both sides. I actually think Martinez might be the busier boxer in this one, even though Font's significant strike prop is a little bit higher. I believe Martinez is at 59.5 and Font is at 64.5. So, like, these last 3 fights, all their significant strike props are going to be about the same. This is another one that's like a minus 300 to go over 2.5 rounds. So I use both of these fighters to get 40 plus on a parlay, and I like that a lot. And then we got Lopes versus Silva. I like significant strikes on both sides on this one also. I did see that Silva's dropped down to 60.5 on DraftKings. So I would play that rather than what I'm going to show you. I played 60 plus minus 130. I'm also going to play over 2.5 rounds at minus 166. I'm probably going to pair that with something that I like. You know, maybe, I don't know, over 1.5, maybe fight to start second round in Gastelum, or over 1.5, or fight to start the second round in the Guerrier fight, something like that, just to bring it down closer to even money. If you play the 61.5, that's a minus 150, or the 60.5 significant strikes on DraftKings is a minus 115. That just flipped as I started recording. That's the reason why I didn't change it. So, because it was 61.5. And shop around if you got other books that you like to use to see if they offer it. And then I've got one play I want to show. Man, that was computer's going wacky. I couldn't get my regular computer to work today, so I had to use my backup computer. And then I've got this play right here. It's the Guerrier versus Aguiar fight to end in unanimous decision at a plus 120. And then I'm just going to pull up my couple parlays real quick, and then my singles. I'm going to go to my parlays first. I'm going to blow this up a little bit so that I can see it better. I don't think it affects you guys at all, but maybe. So I got 4 parlays. The first one is I got 2 units on this first one. It's Gastelum, Stoltzfus over 1.5 rounds. Guerrier, Aguiar over 1.5 rounds. Lopes, Silva over 1.5 rounds, plus 107. It's one of my favorite. I like that one a lot. Then I did 2 different significant strike ones. I did Font 40 plus, Martinez 40 plus, Gordon 30 plus, Silva 40 plus, plus 133. Then I've got Gordon 40 plus, Martinez 40 plus, Silva 30 plus, plus 100. These are both on FanDuel. Unfortunately, they don't have any like generic boosts for today, so I wasn't able to boost it. But I've got a unit on both of those. And then I've got Suarez sub/decision, Silva KO/decision, plus 111. If you want to just do Silva money line, it's not much of a difference. So, but those are my parlays that I did. And then just trying to figure out there. And then I've got only a couple singles here. Come on. I don't know what's going on, dude. I don't know why I just highlighted everything and I can't get it to undo. There we go. Gosh, that was wacky. So then we've got, for a single, we've got Silva 60 plus significant strikes minus 130. Like I said, do the 60.5 at a minus 115 instead. Then we've got Silva Lopes over 2.5 rounds minus 166. If you want to do start round 4 minus 125, I don't hate that at all. And then Aguilar versus Gurriel, fight to end by unanimous decision, plus 120. Reese Dumas over 1.5 plus 115. Over 2.5 is a plus 250. Now, if you want to get real crazy, you could go like this. Let me figure it out real quick. You could do I got a 2-piece parlay that would probably be really good money in the back of my head right now. I'm not expecting it to come through, but if it did, you've got over 2.5 rounds for Reese versus Dumas and over 4.5 rounds in the Silva versus Lopes fight, plus 800. I might sprinkle that actually. But that's all I got for today. Sorry, it's really short. It's very vague. I didn't go into detail very much. It's just been a hectic week. I appreciate anyone and everyone that watches this video today, and I hope that we can cash some tickets together, and hope everyone has a great weekend. Thank you.